18, 18. Red, up. Hey, 18. Hey, gotta go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got three. Here we go. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Prescott now, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll throw again. Prescott steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throw.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jameis Olawale, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 20. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gotta go.
Trubisky will throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Burton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Hey, gotta go.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Flushed out right. Stopped shy of the 45.
Let's go.
Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now it's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now Trubisky to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Gotta go. Red, up.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this. This is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 82 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into...
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Let's go. Blue.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1st down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Come on, gotta go.
They run. This is Cohen. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking for White on the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys have got it back at the closing That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Akeem Hicks in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jonathan Bullard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that.
And this throw will be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Gotta go.
Right back to him on first down. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 18. Red, up.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
180. Hey, gotta go. Hey, gotta go. 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jamarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gotta go. Hey, 18. Move.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now here come the Cowboys. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Darian Thompson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception,
He's got a man, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Well, Prescott here to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A give to Elliott. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the